I saw we're going to call it Studio Ghibli because I don't know how to pronounce words, but I saw a movie and I was like, ooh, cute. I want to watch this. You just kind of expect so much because, I mean, it's My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away and what have you. And the movie is called Earwig and the Witch. Apparently it was like announced last year, but it came out this year. So let's watch the trailer. She was witches dancing. She full fairy lies and gossip. Oh.
You haven't ever wished a family would adopt you, have you? Nope. Anybody who'd choose me would be pretty unusual.
We'll take this one.
For the first time in my life, I'm being made to do something I don't want to do.
See, I was already in. I was in with that witch's boots. She walked in with those blue patent leathers, and I was like, yes, give it to me. Witchcraft and fashion, just dripping.
The smell I believe you're looking for is somewhere towards the back.
Hang on, you actually talk?
Of course I do, just not very often.
I'll be learning magic. Well, so I'm told. Can't wait to start.
Okay, cute, right? You're getting pulled in. It's cute. I love it. Here's what was so disappointing about this. It went nowhere. It went nowhere. Have you ever seen those movies where it just seems like the exposition just keeps going? Like they just keep, this is what's happening. This is who this person is. Let me describe this. That was the whole movie, basically. The whole movie was like explaining what's happening in people's things and people's characteristics. I was waiting the whole time for like the second act to start. I can pick a point that might have qualified as the second act, but the third act definitely never came. Just, it didn't happen. There was a lot of plot points that were just like not explained and could have been gone into. The fact that they picked her, right? You thought you were going to get something about that because out of all of the children, these two people walk in and they pick Hedwig or Earwig. Do you ever have that explained? Do you ever find out that like they know that like her mother was a witch? This is her mother. This is her mother at the beginning. Who makes like the worms out of her hair. Do they ever explain that her mother is a witch or that they know that her mother is a witch? Do you ever get any sort of information about that? Absolutely not. You don't. You don't. You just watch this witch sort of like torture her, basically. And the biggest thing that drove me crazy is who is the mandrake? Just beware, don't bother the mandrake, right? So he was like a really powerful wizard. The witch seemed to be very afraid of him. He would hang out in this like portal room that you can't really find because the other side of the wall is actually a bathroom. But he's like super powerful. He has these little demons that hang out around him and he is angered very easily, but then turns like super soft towards Earwig. You don't get explained what a mandrake is. You don't get explained why he's upset. You don't get explained why the witch works for him and what that whole dynamic is. So my partner fell asleep and I was very jealous of him falling asleep during this because I was just awake with irritation, basically. I was very irritated. You find out there's this album. Earwig finds an album at her in a secret room in the house of the witch and the magic. She finds an album. Turns out her mother was in the band with the magic and the witch. You think something's gonna come from it? Nothing. You never get these things explained to you. They just get told to you and then it's like, that's it. the world. So disappointed in this. So yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened. It was just a lot of explaining things and just showing things to you. And what drove me over the edge? And it drove me over the edge because it was the last scene and that was it. And then I was just sitting there like upset. For some reason, the Mandrake and the witch and Earwig become a happy family at the end. Like she's like, I go to school now and we, eat dinner together and the little demon things listen to me too and get me dinner. And it's just like, okay, that's just a plot point that I never learned about. And then she's like trying to get her friend. There's this little boy who's her friend, right? The one who asked her in the beginning if she's ever wanted to be adopted, right? So that's like her little pal, her best friend. She's trying to get him to go over to her new house with the Mandrake and the witch. But he's afraid because they're creepy. So she finally gets him to go over. He opens the door. Well, there's a knock on the door. The door opens and he's like, someone's behind him and he's like, hello. And then the person behind him pan up. It's her mom. She doesn't know who her mom is, okay? Because she was given away as a baby. So it pans up. It's her mom. And then she just goes, hello, Earwig. And then black. Why? What's happening? What? Am I going to get any explanation about this? Like, because it's when she's being chased, sorry, I'm trying to adjust something. When her mother is being chased, in the beginning, you find out that she's being chased by the witch and the Mandrake who have adopted her. But you never find out why. You never find out if it was resolved. And then at the end, she shows up at their house. And then black. It was like they were just getting into the story. And then they were like, well, that was enough of that. I usually give things benefit of a doubt, right? When it's like translated into another language. I'm usually just like, well, maybe when it was translated, we lost a lot of information, or there's no explanation for that here. Because translation would not affect a movie having absolutely no plot. Super disappointed. Just wanted to give a heads up about it. And my opinion, of course, because my opinion matters so much. And I was trying to decide, how would I rate this movie? It was cute. It was well done. I mean, the quality of the animation and everything, well done. The textures, the details, fantastic. It had a story there. So I want to give it credit for having a story there. When it comes down to it, it was just missing so much. So when it comes to Earwig and the Witch, I'm going to say we're measuring in pasties, right? So I'm going to say when it comes to Earwig and the Witch, I'm gonna have to do something about this. But anyway, I decided, since I was just giving it 2 pasties, that this would work for now. So Earwig and the Witch is getting a rating of physics 2 pasties. Unfortunately, I had so much hope for it. I was just like, I am in it. Let's do this. Disappointing. I'm a very cynical person. So go watch it for yourself. Let me know what you think about it. Like, if you are an open person who doesn't criticize everything, let me know what you think about it. Maybe I missed some things. Maybe I did fall asleep and wake up again. maybe that's what happened.
Hey, it's Godiva. Thanks so much for checking out my video. Make sure to follow and check me out on Twitch when I'm streaming live so you can catch this in the real time. While you're here, make sure that you subscribe, like, ring-a-dingy the bell. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. Not so much on Facebook, but Twitter and Instagram. All right. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you soon.